As Professional Wellness Month comes to a close, I realize something I wish someone had taught me years ago. If you've watched any of my recent videos, you know my house is currently under renovation. Actually, that's not quite right. We thought we were replacing the floors. Instead, we discovered that the foundation had shifted and become moldy. So before a single new floor could be installed, everything had to come up. The furniture moved out, the rooms filled with dust. There are temporary supports holding parts of the house up. It looks worse now than it did before we started. And somewhere in the middle of all that mess, I realized something. This is professional wellness. Hear me out. I've been sober since 1991. I've spent decades as a clinician. I've supervised other therapists, led treatment programs, developed curriculum, taught graduate students, and helped people rebuild their lives after addiction, trauma, burnout, profound loss. Somewhere along the way, I became very good at maintaining a life that wasn't structurally sustainable. I wasn't drinking, but I was overworking. I was over-functioning. I was carrying responsibilities that weren't mine to carry. I was trying to solve problems that belonged to other people and places. I was saying yes when I needed to say no. From the outside, everything looked solid. Underneath, I was asking a cracked and molded foundation to carry more and more weight. Like a lot of professionals, I kept thinking the answer was relief, right? A vacation, a long weekend, a better planner, more discipline, more motivation. But relief and recovery and sobriety are not the same thing. And that's something I think we've quietly forgotten. Professional wellness has become almost synonymous with self-care. Don't get me wrong, I like a massage as much as the next person. Maybe your version is golf, fishing, watching football all Sunday, working in the garage, a weekend getaway, time on the back porch. None of those things are wrong. They're just not foundational. They're maintenance. Maintenance matters. You should absolutely change the oil in your car, paint the walls, mow the yard, replace the air filters. But none of those things can repair a shifting foundation. That's what I think we've done with wellness. We've mistaken maintenance for construction. You can take a vacation and come home to the same unsustainable life. You can spend the weekend golfing and still have terrible boundaries. You can binge Netflix and still feel emotionally exhausted on Monday morning. You can scroll social media, buy another gadget, restore your classic car, or distract yourself in 100 different ways and still be carrying more than your life was ever designed to support. That's because stress isn't just something we feel. Stress changes how we think, how we make decisions, how we sleep, how we connect with other people, how our bodies function. Eventually, it changes the structure underneath our lives. That's one reason I say alcohol is rarely just about alcohol. Burnout is rarely just about work. Relapse is rarely just about relapse. They're often symptoms. They're signs that the foundation underneath needs attention. For many years, many of us relied on what I call the old toolbox. Alcohol, overworking, perfectionism, people-pleasing, control, achievement, busyness, avoidance. And they worked until they became too expensive. Not just financially. They cost us our sleep, our relationships, our health, our peace, our ability to enjoy the life we were working so hard to build. The new toolbox looks different. It isn't built around temporary relief. It's built around increasing your capacity to carry the weight of your life, protecting your attention instead of giving it away, building routines that make good decisions easier on your hardest days, learning how to recover from stress instead of simply escaping it, creating margins in a calendar that's been running at capacity for years, making decisions from your values instead of your exhaustion, recognizing when your brain is overloaded before your behavior begins to reflect it, developing relationships where you don't have to perform, accepting that sustainable leadership requires limits, designing a life that requires less recovery because it's no longer built on chronic overload. Those aren't accessories, they're structural supports. They increase your capacity to carry the weight of your life. And maybe that's the biggest lesson this house has taught me. No one installs beautiful hardwood over a moving foundation. You fix the foundation first. The finished floors can wait. As Professional Wellness Month comes to a close, I hope that's what you all remember. Don't confuse maintenance with construction. Get the massage, play golf, go fishing, take the vacation, watch baseball, enjoy your life. Just don't ask them to hold up your house because they were never designed to carry that kind of load. Recovery isn't about removing stress. It's about increasing the structure that carries the stress. That's true in sobriety. It's true in leadership. It's true in relationships. And it's true in professional wellness. I'm Dr. Joe, and I believe sustainable change isn't built through willpower. It's built by strengthening the foundation underneath the life you're trying to live.